The University of Calgary Libraries and Cultural Resources presents Skills for Systematic Reviews. EndNote, Identifying and Removing Internal Duplicates. This video will show you how to identify and remove internal duplicates using EndNote. So at this stage, you should have already imported your search results from your first database. For me, that was Medline. So what we're going to do is we're just going to select the group that we want to work with. So I'm selecting my A Medline group. And in order to identify duplicates, you're going to select References, scroll down, and click Find Duplicates. This dialog box will pop up and it just compares the records for you. However, this is kind of an inefficient way of doing it, so we're not going to use this, and we're just going to hit Cancel. And instead, we're just going to visually compare the records within the library itself. And as you can see, a new duplicate references group has been created for us with the duplicates already in it. So the duplicates are these darker colored records. So what we're going to do is we're just going to hold down Control and select one of them. And I'm just going to keep holding Control and click again just to make sure they're all selected. And what we're going to do is we're just going to visually look through comparing the page numbers to see if there's any page numbers that don't actually match up. So we'll be looking at the white record and the blue record below it, each pairing. So all these pairings look good, so there isn't anything that looks like it isn't a duplicate. It's a fairly easy process for me because there's only 6 records in this group. If you have more duplicates that were identified, it might take a little bit longer, but it's the exact same process. If you do happen to find one that doesn't look like a duplicate, the page numbers are different and you're just not sure, then just deselect it, hit Control, and then unclick it. But all of mine are duplicates, so what I'm going to do is just make sure they're all selected, and then I'm just going to drag them into this Z-duplicates folder. So one more step that you can do if you'd like, just to double check to make sure that EndNote didn't miss any duplicates, is to actually go back into the Medline group, and you can sort your records by page number, and you can just visually look through all of the records to see if there's any matching page numbers that EndNote didn't catch, and then just if something looks like it might be the same, like at the top here, I have 3 things that are all page 10, but if I look at the titles and the authors, they are different. But you can just use this as a process to double check that EndNote didn't miss anything. And if you do find something that does actually look like a duplicate, just select it and drag it into the duplicates folder. So once you've looked through all the records and you've identified all your duplicates, so we're just going to select all of our duplicate references and we're going to move them to the duplicate library that we created earlier. So to do that, we're just going to select one of the references, hit Control A, then we're going to right click, go down to Copy References to, choose Library, and we're going to find the duplicate library that we created earlier. So Systematic Review Duplicates, and open. And we can see that the duplicates have now been moved into this library. I'm just going to select all one more time by clicking Control A, and I'm going to drag them into the Medline internal duplicate folder that I created. And so now they're safe in the library, and I can now delete them from the other library without having to worry about not being able to retrieve them later if I happen to realize I made a mistake or just need to reference them for whatever reason. So now we're just going to go back to our other library. And now that we've safely saved them into our duplicates library, we can actually just drag these right into the trash. And right click and we can empty the trash, yes. And we've successfully identified and removed our duplicates from EndNote. The last thing you can also do is just delete this duplicate references group because we don't need it anymore. And you've successfully identified and removed your internal duplicates from Medline using EndNote. This video was adapted with permission from Basic Training in Systematic Reviews and Meta-Analyses, Managing Results, from the Research Medical Library at the University of Texas MD Anderson Cancer Center, and funded by the University of Calgary Teaching and Learning Grant.